You all may be seated. Mrs. Scott, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, Your Honor, I am just really tired of my husband not doing things that he should be doing, such as spending quality time with me and our 17-year-old daughter.
Okay.
He's just not coming up to par, and frankly, I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of it.
All right. So you all have a 17-year-old daughter.
Yes.
And you're tired of him not spending quality time with you and your daughter.
That's right.
I can totally understand that. Now, what does that have to do with me?
Well, I want a divorce.
You want a divorce because of that? You want to put him on child support because of that?
Welcome to Truth Court, where emotional breakdowns meet legal smackdowns. And today, it gets messy. Mrs. Scott is done. She's tired of her retired military husband, Mr. Scott, not taking her out, not spending time with their 17-year-old daughter, and get this, she's so over it she wants a divorce and to slap him with child support. But here's the kicker. This man has been the family provider for years. He just retired after 50 years of service, and now he's being dragged into court because she's bored. Judge Vonda B. doesn't hold back. She cuts right through the emotions and brings in the logic. But is Mrs. Scott really being petty, or is there more under the surface than we think? Stick around, because what starts as a breakup turns into a full-blown courtroom reality check. And trust me, you won't believe how it ends.
Yes, obviously. I mean, he is the provider of our home, and absolutely, I want child support.
He's the provider of your home and you just want to get rid of him like that?
I just feel
because
like
you're being petty and in your feelings?
Well, I feel like we've just grown apart, and I'm just tired of him not making me happy. He doesn't take me out. We don't do fun things anymore. And frankly, I'm bored.
Oh, okay. Mr. Scott, why are you boring this woman to death over here?
I'm not really sure why I'm here.
Honestly, I'm not sure why you're here either. It sounds like she's just in her feelings right now because you're not spending time with her and your 17-year-old daughter. And you know, that's not what court is for. We don't just place people on child support because we're in our feelings.
I recently retired. I'm tired. I worked 50 years. And
where did you?
And there it is. The moment where Judge Vaughn starts to question the entire basis of this case. If Mr. Scott is the provider of the home, financially stable, no criminal drama, and clearly not a deadbeat, then what are we really doing here? Mrs. Scott isn't accusing him of neglect, abuse, or abandonment. She's saying he's boring. But let's pause. Can emotional boredom become a legal reason for child support? Sound off in the comments. Should a lack of romance land you in family court?
From the military.
Thank you for your service, sir.
Thank you.
This man is tired. That's why he probably doesn't want to spend quality time all the time. Can you give him a break?
Well,
and sir, can you spend some more time with your 17-year-old daughter?
When she's home, I'm more than willing to do that, but she's 17 years old.
Right.
I mean, she has a life, friends, a phone, and I'm available.
I can definitely understand that. I can definitely understand that. Mrs. Scott, let's not be petty. Don't do that. There is no reason to come to court and divorce this man, place him on child support, especially if you say he's a provider. He seems like he's a good man, retired military. He takes care of you, obviously. You look beautiful. So I don't think this is the right route that you need to go. Most people that come in this court get put on child support because they either deserve to be put on it or they were doing something they didn't have any business doing when it comes down to not taking care of their kids. So I just wouldn't want to put this man on child support just because, like I said, you're in your...
Boom, retired military. That explains a lot. Mr. Scott has likely spent decades in structured environments, possibly deployed overseas, working long hours, missing birthdays, holidays, all in the name of service. Now he's back, probably trying to adjust to a normal life, and suddenly his wife wants more excitement. This moment right here hits hard. It's not just about child support, it's about what happens after the mission ends. Is this a case of emotional neglect or a failure to transition back into civilian family life?
Your Honor, I really don't feel like I'm in my feelings, because it's important in a relationship for there to be wonderful things happening. We have to find ways to keep our relationship healthy and strong and moving forward. We can't just stand still and be stagnant. I mean, he's got to come up, he's got to do more.
Mr. Scott, can you assure Mrs. Scott that you're going to do more so you do not have to come in this courtroom and be placed on child support for a 17-year-old child?
I think her concern is it cannot solely be a burden for me. We have to work together.
I agree. I agree.
Yes.
You like that? I like that. That touched my heart.
This right here, Judge Vonda just gave us a golden courtroom moment. She's reminding everyone watching, court is not your emotional diary. It's not where you go because your date night's dried up, or your partner won't watch Netflix with you anymore. If there's no abuse, no neglect, no real harm, then dragging someone to court is more about revenge than justice. But here's a question for you. At what point does emotional unhappiness in a relationship become a legal issue? Because the line is blurry, and Judge Vonda is drawing it in bold marker.
Okay, and he loves you too. So, can I go ahead and dismiss this case and put people on child support that need to be on here?
Yes.
Thank you. If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed, and good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
There it is. The real truth slips out. Mrs. Scott still loves her husband. And when Mr. Scott says, "We must work together," even Judge Vonda's heart softened. This is more than a child support case. It's a couple in crisis using the courtroom as their last resort. And in a rare twist, the courtroom becomes a place of reconciliation, not revenge. How often do you see that in family court? So what just happened in the Scott case? We saw a wife fed up with emotional neglect, a husband freshly retired from the military, and a courtroom that almost turned into a therapy session. Judge Vonda made it crystal clear feelings aren't facts, and court isn't the place for breakups without a legal backbone. In the end, the case was dismissed. No child support, no divorce, just a much-needed wake-up call for a couple stuck in routine. What do you think? Was Mrs. Scott out of line? Or did she have a point about needing more in a marriage? If you found this case as real and raw as we did, make sure to hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to Truth Court for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns every week.
It's me. I just want to go over what you saw in the Scott case. The Scott case was very cute, but it also had some petty elements to it, right? So wife was mad at her husband. He wasn't spending any time with her. He wasn't spending any time with their 17-year-old daughter. She said she had grown bored of their relationship. Well, you also saw that they made up, right? It's never going to be a good basis, guys, to come to court because you are in your feelings. It's very petty, and quite frankly, court is not the place for it. You really want to come to court based on good grounds. You know, one parent is not supporting the children like they're supposed to, or, you know, anything along those lines. But just remember, don't